Welcome back to another edition of Volcanoes Television. I'm Brandon Chin. Jake Strauss will be joining us in just a moment. But for fans, it was another exciting weekend at Volcanoes Stadium as we had 4th of July and the Patriotic Tribute all weekend long, July 4th through 6th here at the stadium. Well, the Salem-Keizer Volcanoes got things done in a big way in the first game of this 3-game series against the Hillsboro Hops, who entered the series in first place in the South Division. The Volcanoes put aside that first place ranking in the first inning, not intimidated by the team's 14-7 record, as the Volcanoes put up 3 runs in the first inning of the first game, loading the bases with nobody out. The Volcanoes took over from there, but with a little thanks to the Hillsboro Hops starting pitcher, Ryan Doran. He walked Will Calloway to bring in the first run of the ballgame, giving Calloway an RBI. T. Rutherford then followed that up with a sacrifice fly to deep left field, scoring Tyler Hollick. And then Fernando Pujadas, he's done it before. He did it again, a double down the right field line, plating Will Calloway to score the 3rd run of the first inning, giving the Volcanoes an early 3-0 lead. That was really all the run support that Volcanoes starting pitcher Jose Reyes would need. He tossed a perfect 1-2-3 inning and found a little bit of a groove as he retired 11 straight hitters from the 2nd inning to the 6th inning for the Volcanoes. The Volcanoes added 2 more insurance runs, one in the 6th inning, one in the 8th inning, both coming off of wild pitches from Hillsboro pitchers, and they used those 2 runs to cruise to a 5-1 win in Game 1 of the 3-game series. This big win for the Volcanoes on July 4th came in front of a nearly record-breaking crowd of 5,613 people at the stadium, just 14 people shy of the all-time record for the highest attendance at a game in now what is the 18th year in franchise history. For more information on Games 2 and 3, let's send it over to Jake Strauss.
Thank you, Brandon. In Game 2 of the 3-game series against the Hillsboro Hops, things looked very good for the Volcanoes at the start. They took an early 3-0 lead, and that lead was doubled when the new Volcano, Skylar Ewing, hit a 3-run homer deep over the left field wall, making the lead 6-0. It appeared that the Volcanoes were on their way to a very easy victory. However, after the Ewing home run, the Volcanoes' offense was stalled. The Hops scored 6 runs unanswered, 2 of which were in the 9th inning, to tie the game up 6-6. But their hope was very short-lived. In the bottom of the 9th, a runner on 3rd and no outs, T. Rutherford came to the plate. He drove a ball to deep right field, which landed on the grass and secured the walk-off victory in Game 2 of the series. Going into Game 3 of the series, the Volcanoes were looking for their first series sweep of the season, but things did not go their way early on. The Hops jumped off to a 3-0 lead. The Volcanoes, however, were able to answer. They scored 1 run in the 4th, followed by 4 runs in the 5th inning, giving them the 5-3 lead. The Hops answered back very quickly with a 5-run top of the 6th, making it so they once again had a lead, this time 8-5. But the Volcanoes' offense was not done. In the bottom of the 7th, they plated 2 more runs, making the game 8-7. And in the bottom of the 8th, the offense continued with 2 more runs, giving them a 9-8 lead. At that point, they were going into the top of the 9th, and it looked like the series sweep was in their hands. However, 3 runs were plated for the Hillsboro Hops, 2 of which came off the bat of Pedro Ruiz. A 2-run bomb over the right field wall gave them an 11-9 victory that they did not give up. Still, the Volcanoes took a series victory 2-1 against the Hillsboro Hops.
Well, that'll wrap up this series recap as the Volcanoes take 2 of 3 games against the first-place Hillsboro Hops. The Volcanoes will get back in action right here at Volcano Stadium with a 3-game series against the Eugene Emeralds on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Well, for Jake Strauss, I'm Brandon Chin. This has been another edition of Volcanoes Television.